But it made me think about a question I wanted to ask you. You know, we always talk about name your top 5 R&B people. We've done that on this podcast.
Yeah.
I want to go from Marvel to DC Comics for a second with you
okay.
and merge music in that. You ready?
Okay.
Give me your Suicide Squad of R&B.
Suicide Squad and R&B. So those that don't know what Suicide Squad is, basically a collection of it's like Misfits kind of R&B, like because Suicide Squad was kind of like Misfits, anti-heroes.
The Misfits, anti-heroes, the people. So basically, what I'm looking for is like, well, not even R&B, the Suicide Squad of music, hip hop and R&B. Let's do that.
Yeah.
What I'm looking for is like, the Misfits, the anti-heroes, so the anti-establishment, or the people who are good but should have more. Or the people who are bad but have the spotlight, like Sexy Red is on my list.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and not because I like her so much, but because to me she is like a Harley Quinn. Like she's popular, she's these things, but I don't, outside of the catchiness of it, I just don't get it.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. We'll start with Harley Quinn. We'll start with her. You said Sexy Red,
and you ain't even got to go apples to apples. Just give like 5 or 6 people that you would put a symbol. And a Suicide Squad of
a person that's underrated. A person that's underrated that is most extremely talented. I'm gonna give 2 people. Anderson .Paak, I think, is underrated. Only why he got the acclaim that he has now was because of the collaboration with Bruno. I'm probably still somebody that you really love. PJ Morton, like immensely talented, but may never get the mainstream acclaim. Like even though he multi-Grammy Award winner, Maroon 5, his personal stuff may never get like the notoriety that it deserves. For how talented he is. The Grammys may love him, but mainstream America probably may never know the name PJ Morton, which is sad.
Okay.
And again, Anderson .Paak, the only people know him because really his collaboration with Bruno. I don't think they heard his song before because I knew the NBA had used, Never Come Down, as a song before, but it didn't transfer to like the fact of him getting like, the views. I don't know if I do not like this person at all, but they're super catchy. They're super culture in terms of like people care about their life maybe more about their life than their music. Blueface. I despise Blueface. But his off record antics and social media and all that kind of stuff,
and he probably thinks he deserves more.
He thinks he's talented.
Yeah,
he's worse than Silk the Shocker.
Ooh,
but I feel like
Silk the Shocker couldn't rap on nobody's beat. I just want somebody to believe in me the way Master P believe in Silk the Shocker.
Blueface is Silk the Shocker 2024, but with social media and the drama of Krishan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he's built out and carved out a lane for himself. But like people know Blueface, like it is what it is. Let me think of a woman that I feel like is in that space. I don't know. Like Sexy Red would have been the person because she's the only person I feel like who's at a great level in hip hop right now as far as a woman who has no talent. Everyone else to me talented. Like
people try to juxtapose her with Glorilla, but
Glorilla has talent.
I have arguments, strong talents against it.
Glow has talent. Glow has songs. Only I say I put them together in terms of saying it's kind of like Glow is Target and Sexy Red is Walmart. Like it's the same.
I would give Sexy Red like Family Dollar.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. It's the same. It's the same audience, but Glow has talent. Like talent and real charisma. Yeah, and she has, somebody has it. Glow has it. I don't think Sexy Red has
Sexy
it.
Red wasn't, if she didn't give you shock value, she wouldn't be what she is. No, it's literally the fact that she talks about her butthole being brown, her coochie being pink.
It's shock.
That's literally it's shock value.
It's shock value. It's not talent. But even with shock value and talent, is different. Uncle Luke and the 2 Live Crew had shock value, but they had talent.
Like WAP was shock value, but it was a very well put together song, right? It was Meg snapped, like she flowed, like she rode the beat while talking about.
Yeah, so to me, I feel like Glow has staying power. I feel like she has staying power because she has talent. I feel like Sexy Red probably give her maybe a year or two more. Maybe. I put Sexy Red in the same category as like the Little Pumps and niggas like that. Like,
did you see her lip gloss line she just released?
it had all the raunchy, nasty names like Chlamydia and somebody like
yeah,
that.
Like period
like,
blood red and all kind of like. Who would put that on your? Why would you put that on your lips?
It's gonna last so long, and it's not like Prince shock value, where it was the I'm gonna give you the shock value because my music is so amazing. You probably wouldn't listen to my music without the shock value. It's a different thing. Hers is my music is not really that great. It's catchy.
Oh, it's very catchy.
It's catchy, but it's not great enough.
But
so I gotta give it a shock value. That thing ain't going nowhere.
But I'm just saying it ain't going nowhere. But what do we know with Casper? What do we know that man DJ Casper for other than Cha-Cha?
Nothing.
That's my point. Like, and I'm not saying that DJ Casper isn't talented. He's no Sexy Red, but my thing is like it's catchy. So like, bow, 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 bow will probably live forever. Like you hear that 20 years from now, and be like, oh, I remember that song.
I remember that song.
We're not gonna go back to sex. Like we're not gonna go into the just like Kaya. My neck, my back.
My back. It's a one-hit wonder.
It's classic. And maybe people in Florida know some of her other songs for the most part.
But no one's gonna look back and be like, you know what? No one's gonna look back and say, you know what? I don't even know what Sexy Red's album is called, if she even has one.
I think in Sexy We Trust.
I'm not gonna go back and be like, I'm gonna go back and listen to Invasion of Privacy.
Oh,
I'm gonna go back and like, you know what? Invasion of Privacy was a great album. I'm gonna go back and listen to. I can go back and listen to a Trina album. And be like, you know what? Trina put out some great work. Eve, like so many wonderful women rappers. Lil Kim,
that infamous album cover.
You can go.
I remember wanting to go into record stores just so I could look. So my mama wouldn't let me get the album. I wanted to just go look at the album cover. I would remember that.
Again, shock value in the display, but the bars were
when
solid.
I went back as an adult and listened to the album, when I could listen to it on my own,
it's good.
Solid body of work.
Solid body of work. She don't have a solid body of work, so I don't think she's gonna last long. She may. I don't feel like she's gonna be on the festivals in 15, 20 years.
I'm about to say because she on them now, but she definitely ain't headlining. She toward the bottom.
No, she's not gonna be on it. She Sexy get all that you can get right now.
You ready for my?
Yeah, go for it.
The leaders of the pack.
Okay.
Christopher Maurice, bro.
Yeah, I guess so. But he's a Suicide Squad, but he's like a good hero. Yes.
Yeah, he's like the Will Smith character in Suicide Squad. Like the lead one, the one who should be Batman.
Yeah. But
anti-hero. Or like basically he's the Joker. Just as popular, just as big, but since y'all won't give me my credit, let's mess this whole thing up. Because he just got a stat out right now that he's now the number one R&B artist to have multiple number one hits in a decade. He just broke the tie between him, Bruno Mars, and Usher. He broke the tie with Sensational. Yeah. Say what y'all want to say about Chris Brown, man. And I get it.
Reigning
Personally, he may have made some decisions. But as an artist, he's pretty solid. And I'm not going to get into the Michael Jackson debate. I'm not going to get into any of that kind of stuff. I think as his own artist, Chris Brown has proven why he deserves the things. And again, I'm not going to get into the debates, but I believe the man deserves his flowers. And we can have conversations about the respectability of his humanity. Like he's done some terrible things, right?
Yeah, without a doubt.
And he still sometimes be saying some crazy stuff. But at the end of the day, his talent, like it's been consistent. And some of the stuff he's did, while we're not putting a judging barometer, hasn't been so egregious for me that he needs to get canceled. I think one of the most egregious things he did, of course, was the Rihanna situation. We know how that panned out. They've reconciled. He's apologized. I side him with the Karuchi stuff, though. That was real stalkerish.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna even hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. But nevertheless, Chris Brown, Nicki Minaj, my Suicide Squad. Way too talented for your reputation to only be about your beef with the girlies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like defend and say she has the best bars in history. But to say Nicki isn't talented, to me, is just hater. Like, you can't say the woman isn't talented. Monster alone defeats that narrative. But your husband and your beefs don't make it good for you, Onika. And I love you. Don't put that one on the TikTok, Brian, because I ain't got time for the barbers coming after me. Jacquees.
Oh.
The self-proclaimed king of R&B.
But honestly,
the remix king.
But let me
his version of Trip, I would listen to Ella Mae's over LMA any day.
No, but can I say something though?
Say it.
Jacquees is talented though.
He's a creative. He's a talented creative. The boy can't sing a lick.
He can't. He's not a singer. He's no one's vocalist, but he's talented though. You know what I'm saying? He's talented, bro. Like he's like, this is gonna sound bad. There's no worship leaders in churches who can't really sing, but they're talented enough that they can. Ricky Diller ain't nobody's singer, but he can put a song together. He can sing just enough to where the song does his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm not saying. I'm just trying to give like an analogy, like or comparison.
I want y'all to know. Brian just said Ricky Diller is the Jacquees of gospel music.
Listen, he can't. Ricky Diller can't sing, but it's good enough for you to understand the song, and you can put the music together. You can arrange. You can create tracks. You can do all the things. Jacquees is the Ricky Diller. Ricky Diller is the Ricky Diller.
And y'all get on me when I say Jack and Clark is the Nita Baker.
You know, she said
the Sade of gospel music. His vocals are nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave that alone because LMA don't like that, and she ain't gonna come to us. Next is Sexy Red. We already said that.
Mm-hmm.
And leading the pack this summer, put him in this place. Aubrey Graham.
Okay,
Aubrey Graham.
And
Aubrey Graham is now. He is not an Avenger. He is in the Suicide Squad. He is not an Avenger. I believe Aubrey Graham will allow the industry to crumble before he sees himself fail in any capacity.
I feel like he would have been an Avenger if he didn't join the beef. If he would have just stayed out the beef, he would have been an Avenger. But all the stuff that Kendrick said about this nigga and it all made the things, it's been like,
oh, you're not wrong, but you're not wrong. And the same thing about Nicki. Like, if Nicki didn't do let's just say her and Remy Ma didn't like each other. That's fine. Like Beyonce and Carrie Hilson had a little thing, right?
Yeah.
But look at what Carrie Hilson is today. Look at what Remy Ma is today compared to the Nicki, right? Let that look be. But when she has a problem with almost all of the girlies,
yeah,
especially the ones who pose a threat, seemingly,
yeah.
Lil' Kim, paved the way. Remy Ma was, I don't know what that was about, really. Cardi, Meg. You tried to do some stuff with Young Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like,
girl,
go to Rihanna's and I'm gonna say it all the time. Rihanna and Beyonce needs to have a master class. Because to me they're the best of both worlds. Mm-hmm. Beyonce do not talk to us at all.
She don't care about us. She cares about us. She don't care about
Rihanna
us.
will talk to us, but won't give you no music. She talks to us but ignores our desires. Beyonce doesn't talk to us but gives us what we want.
She does.
Rihanna talks to us and says, I don't care what you want. You're going to get this makeup and this lingerie. And that's going to be that. But the thing is that they don't go deep in their bags trying to argue narratives and do this and do that. They're just like, I'm going to do what I want to do. You're going to consume it or you're not.
Yeah.
And we consume it every time.
That might need to be an episode. That might need to be an episode. The lifestyle of Beyonce and Rihanna, that might need to be a dissertation because they give us what they want to give us. Let me see. Rihanna gives us what she wants to give us. Beyonce gives us what we want. Beyonce pretends like she don't listen to us, right? But she always gives us what we want. She come in them concerts and be doing stuff we asked her to do. We doing remixes and dances and TikTok dances. And she's watching us. She's watching. She's listening to us.
I gotta know what their burner account is because it's out there, bro.
It's out there. It is out there. It ain't got no face. It ain't
got nothing. But she out there watching, and it's probably under somebody like one of her team members. She's probably logged into their account as well. She's like, let me just log into yours and I'll watch everything under you.
Because she be on the TikTok. She be on Instagram. She be swiping.
I got one more. A gospel. Lord. Gotta add them in.
Let me see if I can guess first. Is it current gospel? Are they young? Are they old? They old? Young?
Middle aged.
Gospel artist. Suicide Squad. Male or female?
Male.
A male gospel
We both
artist?
enjoy him.
John P. Key?
J Moss.
J Moss.
J Moss.
J freaking Moss. That first
J
album
Moss
and that
had
second
a
album.
rise. Then he leveled out. Then he tried to do like groups with 203 and producing and stuff. And now he's just out here doing R&B mixes and all kind of. He passed her, and he's just trying to figure his lane out.
But
and
listen,
I feel like his talent, if he was, I'm not gonna say I feel like vocally he could have been where we see Pastor Smokey, these other people at, but his music hasn't always been as consistent.
No, he gave us 2 good albums, then he went through his situation, and then came back. He shows us now on TikTok and stuff like that the nigga still got it.
Oh, because he sings down still. And I think Jay Moss would be the quote unquote voice of reason among them. Like he's the one that's not. I'm not really bad. I'm underrated. So I'm over here with y'all. It's almost like Deadpool. Y'all wouldn't let me in the event. I applied, but they wouldn't let me in the event. Right. I had my interview, they wouldn't let me in. So I still want to do good. So we gonna build a Suicide. Because here's the thing about the Suicide Squad. They were anti-hero, anti-establishment, but they still like saved the world. Like in that movie, they were doing hero-ish stuff. Yeah. So anyway,
they were heroes with talent. They just have personality flaws, like major personality flaws.
Major. So anyway, good way to go into the song of the week. If you've watched my Instagram, then you know that when I be at the gym, I got a gym playlist that I go through. I got a couple. I got one that's like more hip hop and R&B. Then I got one that's like gospel. But sometimes I just press my Josh Rogers radio on Apple and go for it. And Crazy in Love from Homecoming popped on. And I said, wait a minute. And I went to the album. And I've been stuck on the album for 3 days. Because that Beyonce Homecoming, a live album, like, you girls don't do that anymore. And I want that for us. So
she gave us a live album and visuals and a 2-day concert and